Today we're baking Pastiera Di Riso, the Italian Easter rice ricotta pie. It serves 10 and takes about 2 hours 30 minutes of prep time. Let's make a fragrant, creamy classic straight from Naples. Before we start, here's what you'll need. 300 grams of Arborio rice, the base of this creamy Easter pie. 1 liter of whole milk to simmer the rice until tender and silky. Zest of 1 lemon, divided, to perfume the milk and the dough. 500 grams of well-drained ricotta for a smooth, rich filling. 180 grams of granulated sugar for the filling sweetness. 300 grams of all-purpose flour for the pasta fralla crust. 150 grams of cold unsalted butter, cubed to make a tender crust. 100 grams of granulated sugar for the dough. 1 large egg to bind the dough. 1 large egg yolk to enrich the crust. 3 large eggs for the custardy filling. 80 grams of diced candied orange peel for citrus bites. 1 tablespoon of orange blossom water for classic Neapolitan aroma. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract to round the flavor. Half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon for warmth. Zest of 1 orange to brighten the filling. 1/4 teaspoon of fine salt to balance the dough. 5 grams of butter to grease the pan. 30 grams of powdered sugar to dust after baking. Now we'll begin preparing the recipe. Preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius and grease a 24 centimeter tart pan with 5 grams of butter. Add 1 liter of whole milk, 300 grams of Arborio rice, and half of the lemon zest to a saucepan. Bring it to a gentle simmer, then cook on low, stirring often, until creamy and tender, about 20 to 25 minutes. Spread the creamy rice onto a tray and let it cool until just warm, about 20 minutes. In a bowl, whisk 300 grams of flour with 100 grams of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of fine salt, and the remaining lemon zest. Add 150 grams of cold cubed butter and rub it into the dry mix until it looks like coarse sand. Add 1 large egg and 1 large egg yolk. Mix just until the dough comes together, shape it into a disc, wrap, and chill for 20 minutes. In a large bowl, whisk 500 grams of ricotta with 180 grams of sugar until smooth and creamy. Whisk in 3 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of orange blossom water, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and the zest of 1 orange until fully combined. Fold in the cooled rice and 80 grams of candied orange peel until evenly distributed. On a lightly floured surface, roll out about 2/3 of the chilled dough into a 30 centimeter circle. Then line the greased 24 centimeter pan and trim the edges. Pour the rice and ricotta filling into the crust and smooth the surface. Roll the remaining dough and cut strips 1.5 centimeters wide. Arrange a lattice on top and press the ends to seal. Bake at 350 Fahrenheit, that is 180 Celsius, until golden and set in the center, 55 to 65 minutes. If it browns too quickly, tent it loosely with foil. Transfer the pie to a rack and let it cool in the pan for 2 hours, then carefully unmold. Dust the top evenly with 30 grams of powdered sugar. Slice and serve at room temperature for the best texture and aroma. Now enjoy this incredible recipe with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. If you loved this Italian Easter pie, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next recipe.